Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thanks for coming out. It is Saturday, and I'm playing some more Dual Destinies. What have I done in the chat room? Chicken pot pie. Wicked not I. Kitchen dot fly. Sicken bot cry. Devil may cry. But anyways, so last we left off, we had, saved an aquarium and a bunch of killer whales, which was nice. Hey, funny stuff. How's it going on the YouTubes? And Mario. More chicken pot pies. Okay, so the next mission that we're going to be going into, it's been pretty, chill and calm, and we've been doing a whole lot of campy type of things. But apparently the Dark Ages of Law is apparently going to be starting sometime soon. I don't know what that means. I am not entirely sure, but it's been kind of on the horizon for quite a long period of time. And that is what we are going to be diving into now. Don't want to lie. Dante! Anywho's. Oh, okay, there we go. Screen working. Anyway, let's move on to the new episode. Devil May Cry Chicken Pot Pie. That would hurt. Alright, so we've been through episode 1, we've been through episode 2, and we got through the special DLC episode. So now we're moving into episode 3, Turnabout Academy. Is this going to be another flashback to, times past? Because I'm getting a little annoyed by, we're not in the moment ever. Then again, in Phoenix Wright land, when are we ever in the moment?
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
And demons, apparently. Right? Okay. Wow, cultists. Are you three to blame, or have you been foiled or something? I'm not sure. October 24th, 1:25 p.m., Themis Legal Academy. Oh no, I'm gonna be late! Do you have toast in your mouth, please? Please have toast in your mouth. Right, are we gonna play a little game of spot the main character? She's the only one with a different hair color. Oh, finally! So this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from this school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. Professor Renderer says, I'm still trying to find some folk to look over the conductor movie script. In due time, in due time. You don't want to rush these things, because you only... my philosophy with it is, you only get one premiere. At least it's not all business today. After all, today is their school festival. So currently it's 2 DLC 3 1. God, I don't freaking know. October 24th, 1:29 p.m. The Themis Legal Academy hallway. Wow, this place has school festivals written all over it, literally. Why all the cold stairs? Is it because everyone in a school uniform except me? Well, I kind of like the way I dress. I guess I suppose I could have put on the school uniform dress thing. Oh well. Hello, Elsie. I saw you were in the chat. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Oh, wait. I wonder if I should put on a filter for this. Give me a second.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
Click, click. What the fuck? That sounds like an entirely different person. Don't you love voice filters? Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. We'll see. We'll definitely see. What? Oh, God, I know this is supposed to be taking place in the future, but look at how fancy this place looks. October 24th, 1:33 p.m. Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. No shit. The district court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Howdy, guys. Ah, Mr. Wright, Apollo. Nah, I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. Nah, it's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Or they're dead! Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to... What? Who are you, huh? Professor Court... Whoa!
How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not... Oh, who do we have here?
Oh, right. You haven't introduced... you haven't been introduced yet. Bruff.
Ah, yes, you must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about.
It's the dude? I don't know this dude.
I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too.
How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. Yes, you just earn yourself a gold star.
I'm not a student, sir. Jesus, don't smile anymore. Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary, though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. Well, what are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about?
Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office.
Yeah, but who reads? Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it. Oh, God. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Love his exasperated face, just like, yep, that's about right.
Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then.
Thank you, Professor. Very well. Well, we need a person to talk to anyways, so yes.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school?
What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course, likewise. Budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges, the judge, of course.
Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. I will be seeing a very familiar face soon. Ah, duh. Okay. Don't go any farther into that. Well, now I'm uber excited. Who are we talking about? Not how law works in Ace Attorney, Marioki-mon says. Judges go to a completely different school. No, it's cool. I don't know who it is yet. And I mean, in every single Phoenix Wright game, there seems to be a callback to one of the other pieces of characters. So we're good, we're good.
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so.
It's old bag. I hope it's not! I have things to do after the stream.
After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
Yeah, that was quite an experience, that little skip. From, like, legalese to piano bar. Ravenblood says, if we started listing every Ace Attorney thing that got wrong about actual American law, we'd never stop. That's true. I feel like we could have an entire college, a college paper entirely dedicated to it. In fact, you could probably graduate from some college classes by trying to, like, compare the two. It's just like, you see this? This would get you thrown and incarcerated into jail for a very, very long time. At least 10 years. Ace Attorney, but every character's old bag in different outfits. Yeah. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Right. I don't know. That's another one of those things that I feel like needs to be studied. How often Phoenix Wright can manage to figure out who is guilty and who isn't. To be fair, you need to think about Japan law. Yeah, I guess. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of, but I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting. With the head of the judge course, Constance Court. That sounds like a pun name. I mean, court, clearly, at the end. Japan, America. To be fair, you need a pretty high IQ to understand Japanese law. Constant. I honestly don't know. Oh, I'm sure it's got some, like, deep-rooted sort of, some kind of a deep-rooted meaning in between, like, the lines for character titles and stuff. Anyways, it's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that.
Professor Court, she's a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. Please stop smiling. The arm angle when shouting, objection, the proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's voice. And most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Sir, I feel like this is a sham. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again?
What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake at the mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival.
God, so many okay signs in the chat, it's insane. Right, let's talk about the mock trial.
The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win.
Elsie says, this guy makes you intensely nervous, because every time he raises his hand, you're worried he's going to smile. I don't know. In a way, if he turns out to be the villain, I'm worried he's going to smack a bitch with that little okay.
The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that.
Hello, Shadow the Wolf. How's it going? Nessa's voice. Okay. Oh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling! That's how these court battles usually go. Love the case, hate Mr. Means. Mr. Means is kind of creepy. Yeah. So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... Is there a Mr. Miles somewhere in this building that's taking those students?
There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is? Well, that's a special surprise.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Oh, hi. I'm Juniper Woods, a third year in Judge Court. Something about that name is strikingly familiar. Or I'm completely crazy. I'm not sure. Is cool. Nobody has actively spoiled anything just yet, so don't worry. We saw her in case 1. Oh, shit. Jesus, yeah, something about that was really, like, ringing in my ears. Holy shit. She was the defendant. Yeah, that's right. What the fuck? Trial begins shortly since she'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up on the balcony? I feel like it feels a lot different now that she's in a different outfit.
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold...
How many gold stars do you have?
But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitor, Juniper.
Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? But, Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yeah, that yes partnered with that face feels like it says 1,000 words. Well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't you look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Why won't you look daring?
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is a part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Cord as soon as she gets here. No fair! I want to see the mock trial too! Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo put what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means.
But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish.
That freaking face. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Being a new kid sure stinks. Here's a Rubik's Cube. Go nuts. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. She's very expressionless. That is very scary. Anyway, October 24th, 2:15 p.m., Themis Legal Academy. One floor waiting room. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away at the sofa. He's gonna get knocked out again. This is so boring. I should have hid in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Shit! Dick! What was that? A corpse, that's what that was. Seriously, there's a courtroom inside a school. Where's the killer bear? Hey. He's cool. I mean, that's what they are currently trying to learn, right? Makes sense. It'd be like if you went to some kind of a physical education place and they didn't have a place to, shoot some hoops or something. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. No? Well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. How convenient for this murder story. Okay! Seriously, murder follows these people around constantly. Anyway, October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, outdoor stage. Is this stage for some sort of concert? Kinda reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand! What? Oh, shoot! Also, is that a spear? What the heck is that? Eek! There's an arrow! What? Professor Court! Can you hear me? Professor? Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? Oh dear. Looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way! This can't be real! Ah, shoot. Body has been found. Time to find truth bullets. More like truth bolts coming from a freaking... You should stop with the dang Rampa jokes. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Classic Phoenix. Let's snoop around before the cops get here. Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Phoenix, this is illegal. Who cares? Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But... okay, you're the boss. Right, but you're going to take the fall in the event something goes horribly, horribly wrong. Also, very interesting that it's set up on a stage. Very curious about that. Anyway, let's take a look at what we got here. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Oh, shut the hell up. Come on, I want to take a look around the scenery. Okay, well, not here. There we go. Fine. I'll do whatever you want, game. Is that a Bible? Oh, I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. I don't think you need to be studying this to be a full-fledged lawyer. Mostly, it's legalese and things. You're at, like, the latter end of these horrible incidents. Though we do live in Phoenix Wright land. It's like Greek architecture-inspired courtroom. Like how Mr. Means is inspired off a statue. Yeah. You just remembered this case has two of your favorite minor characters. Ooh, alright. Well, we'll take a look at that. Let's start with the thing that's on the ground. What do you have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait! What if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has! True, but considering the situation at hand... Screw it. Who cares about privacy? She's dead. My apologies to the late Professor Court. No, don't! Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Court planner. It's freaking evidence, Athena. You're getting your fingerprints on it. No. Clearly I have my invisible gloves. Don't you see them? Alright. Let's take a look at her herself. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and take a good look. Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it. Yet the victim's body is cold, and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone is in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrist. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. Right. Look at those cool shoes! No, I can't. There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? Dear diary, Bob killed me. That'd be a very detailed book. It's like a Ghost Rider. Waka waka. This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right. But where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Yes, but, I mean, if we're going to be using arrows anyway. Who kills someone with an arrow? Somebody? Hawkeye. There we go. I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. Well, would she have been facing the front and then fallen forward? I don't know. The sniper from TF2. Yes, that's right. It's a good job, mate. Oh, yeah, funny stuff said sniper, bow, and arrow taunt from TF2. There we go. I think that's about all we're going to find out from the body for now. Hanzo. There we go. So a lot of people use bow and arrow, so we have a lot of suspects on our hands. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. I'm just imagining some horrible, horrible, grim selfie. Jeez. And I thought I was the one with a twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Shadow the Wolf says, this is the same school that Sebastian the Best went to. Oh, neat. Now even more concerned for his sanity. The school seems a little eccentric. He was very eccentric. I could understand it then. All right, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. I tried at one point, but then it's like, you know, let's look at the body first. That's the most important thing. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. Ooh, very artsy-fartsy. There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue? This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Well, shoot. Let's take a look at the top portion of it then. Should have waited until we saw some... No, it's fine, it's fine. Again, everybody is allowed to give, like, little fun facts here and there, just as long as it's not, like, overly spoilery. Anyway. Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean this duffel bag-looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident? Or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. I have an idea of whose jacket that might be. There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Well, good old Phoenix for not taking crap. Oh my god. What? Pending declaration of law of Rock's campus. Shit. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. She's a harlot. Look at the blue outfit. I will probably in a bit. Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But it's the tabloids! Look, it's controversial! Oh my god, who has got a relationship with who? Find out next time on the next exciting episode of... Jesus. But we're talking about my friend Judy here. She'd never lead guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. Yeah, you're right. But it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material. Oh, Mr. Wright, Athena, hello. Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. He probably knows a thing or two. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. Hi, welcome to nowadays with the rest of reality. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court's dead body, the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? Shoot. Look at the newspaper next time I get a chance. It's in there somewhere. Okay. Headline about killer whale. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even see that. Damn. Gotta take a look at that later. What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. Dude, we all know it's a homicide. Look at the arrow. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same! Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. We got a copycatter on our hands. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? Apparently so. Oh, there's the police. Right, now it's time for all of us to skedaddle before we end up roped up in a murder scene. I suppose that Phoenix and Athena actually have to talk to the police and tell them it's like, all right, here's what we found as witnesses. But, you know. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor, lecture hall. Let's take a look at this. Look at how serious everybody is. The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. Murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss? I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Yep, she seems up and about. Athena, I mean... Athena, there you are. Junie! Oh, am I glad to see you. I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president, after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. Funny Stuff says, and therein lies the caveat. A homicide is normal for this game, but now it's directly involved in the mock trial. But by who? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I'm very tired, I'm sorry. No, it's good. Dragon Attorney Z, where lawyers point to go Super Saiyan. I mean, like, the trials go on for about as long as an episode of Dragon Ball Z, so that's true. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure, what would you like to know? Right then. How'd the mock trial go? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been? 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. I need to be stuck up and completely isolated from everyone, such as my trope. As a student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. Such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court has been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. Well, shoot. I guess that class is cancelled. Because I'm in an anime now, Athena. I need to be cold to be a leader. That's how anime works. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? Everyone hated her. One of those stuck-up fools that would just never give you a good grade and would actively work against her criteria. If I had to sum up her in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. No, I keep hearing Dark Age of Law. Please. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Right. And maybe you should, you know, boot up Little Fidget, just being like, hey. Anyway. Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh, you mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you, but now Professor Court is... Oh, who would do such a thing? Funny Stuff says, my old English teacher had a vendetta against me because I missed a few weeks due to pneumonia. That seems a bit harsh because, I mean, you didn't make the decision to miss school, you know, based on pneumonia. Jeez. I knew a lot of teachers that had, like, favorites and then people they didn't care about. And God help you if you, like... Basically, teachers that it was either a really, really good thing or a really, really bad thing that they knew you existed. If you just sort of coasted through and they didn't know of, like, who you were or remembered, who, like, what you did or they didn't call on you, you were good. Just yesterday, we were working together trying to get things ready. Oh, dear. Excuse me. Right, go ahead and breathe into that. You alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. I guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. What a wilting flower. So yeah, let's talk about... Now we're at the actual mock trial thing. Shadow says, I got yelled at because I was a literal minute late a few times before your mom had urgent work to get done. Oh, that's great. Not having any kind of a choice, and yet being punished for it anyway. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all the details. So you're in trouble now, damn it. Must have been a big pain in the... I mean, that must have been really difficult. Sorry, trying to be prim and proper. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. So that means I'm gonna have a horrible time doing this? Thanks. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Who are you? Huh? Who said that? Right, you two dumbasses. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as the defendant, man! It them. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. The suit is the same one DeBest had. Oh dear, I have to look at it clearer. You, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourself to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. And that would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Sykes.
And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests.
Ah, most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. No, he's just carrying a weapon he doesn't want you to know. Anyway, let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No! Where's the serenity? Wait, sincerity, rather. So he makes pottery too? And what's that brace-like contraption for? It's fancy looking, that's for sure. Maybe he's got some kind of condition. Mario says, odd thing is, Hugh is a lawyer, not a prosecutor. Probably changed the colors in the 8 years since the best was here. Ah, okay. And then Shadow said, this is key difference. The blue is actually the defense in the game. Here. Anyway, Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. I suppose you'd have a good idea of how you're supposed to lie or give them information. So, yep. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student, will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. I'm McCall Tabloid. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Boy, oh boy, struck out on both cases. Maybe the outfit is blue regardless and Robin isn't wearing his. Or maybe. Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial just the start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas! Woo! Dude, way too much coffee. Simmer down. I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing on stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. Okay, then. Apollo and Robin can do the immigrants song. Yeah, let's hear about what the heck your singing's gonna be. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Oh my god, that is pretty stuff. Constellations. Oh, cool. And this is what I will be wearing. Fun fact, I've actually got my camera currently set up recording the night sky right now, so if I'm lucky, I'll actually get some pretty good pictures of stars. So, very, very relevant. That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. Anyway. Well, she's a girl. Could be under the weird contraption. Also, Junie is wearing a gray one, not a blue one. She's a girl. School uniforms often have different ones for males and females. Yes. Males might have blue. Girls have black. Dress code is confusing the hell out of me here. Anyway, these constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is to look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. Huh? So you're a fan of the night sky, then? Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. Or maybe this game just didn't give a flying fart and just did whatever looked nice. I'm gonna go with Funny Stuff's answer on that. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Gabe, I think she's angry. So much authority in her voice. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I... No, you can do it!
That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle, a damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. Is that going to color what the heck's going to happen? I feel like the prosecution probably won. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Oh, how convenient. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. Yes, we will. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. Oh, Mario says, also notice how the lawyer is prim, proper, and a bit stuck up, and the prosecutor is loud and a bit obnoxious. Yeah, that's a little bit of a crossing of wires right there. I was this close, man! I bet I would have won! But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right?
We'll settle this some other time. And I assure you, I will win when that time comes.
Like I'm gonna let that happen! I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. Friends? I don't think so. I think, like, these two individuals want things that are outside of what is prim and proper.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof?
Yes, we're starting for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything.
Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyways? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, that's nonsense. Outside the dress, there's really no connection. Wait, this is just like blank is similar to. Man, I am not following like anything, any connections whatsoever, but all right. Oh, okay. I know it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. Freaking giant words. It's not something to be put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever! Funny Stuff says, I will not be satisfied with this case until a guitar comically bursts into flames. And we see it 10 times. Yes. I can hear discord in their voices, too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Again, clearly there's a feud, and we don't know about it. Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, all right then. Good thing little Widget has decided to be quiet. Hey, isn't that... Everyone stay right where you are, don't move a muscle, who? Oh, damn it. Detective Fulbright? There's something wrong. Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. Yeah, I figured. I'm what? Wait a second. What's going on here? Why are you arresting Judy? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Ha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were the first on scene. I can tell you everything, but I can't tell you anything, rather. But I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't. And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's one more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that. Damn it, friggin' Blackwell. So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one, too? Fulbright is a good anime con cosplayer. Yeah, I can see it, definitely. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. What? Why? There's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir. But... Cough, cough. Oh boy, she's not going to be able to defend herself. Junie! Oh, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it!
I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to say that you did it? Certainly hope not.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Oh, how frigging adorable. But yeah, she's about to be in the clink. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... Aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. There. Almost said prosecutor. Athena. Cough. Apollo. Thank. Cough. You both. I'm counting on you. Cough, cough. We got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Bruh. Justice, I think. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right! I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Right. Scumbag, see ya. That smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Ah! Oh, jeez, Newman. That was totally rude! And you're not the one on the... Wait, you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you! Ryokimon says, I'd go around shouting his signature catchphrase, Yo, it's me, Fulbright. I sure love lasagna. Shadow, in lasagna we trust. I eat Blackwell. It's what I do. Time to kick injustice off the table. Jesus Christ. Fulbright, do not kick justice off the table. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Forehead. Oh, shit. He's back, boys. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me?
Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I am Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput.
Ah, shoot.
Perhaps you heard of us? The Cavaliers? I was the lead vocalist.
Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But can I get your autograph? Jesus. You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Oh yeah, he did break it up at the end of Justice. I figured he would at least like do something else with Rock. His voice acting sucks in the game, but you love his 3D sprites. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of attitude.
Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rock star prosecutor Clavier Gavin.
Oh, okay, that one then.
She's a lively one, her forehead. Didn't know she was your type.
She's the newest member of Wright Anything Agency. That's all. Mario Pokemon says, I won't say it sucks, but it doesn't fit him. That's fair enough. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes.
Pleasure to meet you, too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intro's out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah, her forehead?
I suppose. Let's have some chats. Hey! So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? Hey, I'm a lawyer.
I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited.
And I have another crucial role to play. The Gavineers are getting back together for a one-time special performance.
Sweet! So is that what was going to happen on stage? Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way, really.
Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Herr Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here.
Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned.
I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow.
Yep, very fancy. And again, yeah.
2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, not an illusion, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? What are these supposed to be? Wait, you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste.
I like the right one. It's just big statue effigies and things being carved out.
But the worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass.
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Prof. Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law.
Ah, well, shoot. So we've tied her very deep into the lore now. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy?
She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She would tolerate dishonesty, which she wouldn't rather tolerate dishonesty, and always revered what was right beyond all else.
And she was offed, so clearly it was set the hell up. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? No, I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot who he is to Professor Court.
Exactly! So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, huh? Now, let's rock this place hard.
Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? This case, you dumbass!
Forget already, your forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. Might help us catch your killer.
Fancy. I like it. It's like a stage show. Except, you know, about an actual death now. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. Alright, here we are. So who's gonna be the judge?
Right, the stage is ready. And you, Airforehead? Ready to rock?
No. The defense is not ready to rock.
You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Judy's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? If Professor Court was his mentor, that means it must have been like around 7 years ago, which would be the same time that Athena said she and Juniper separated. Is it combined somehow? That would be weird.
There's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case online so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Airforehead, will play the part of the fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Très bien! Let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for the reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial.
Are you mocking me? Double mockery, perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby! It's no holds barred. Let's rock!
Oh, can't we take it easy today?
Objection!
What? Puns? Yes, how punny. It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. You don't have the ability to do that. Let's just, like, reverse it and try and, like, get our story straight again. Whatever. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. And that's why she is not a judge. Frankie told you to harass, so you've harassed me. Much love. Well, thank you very much. This is a very weird court trial. Why are we having talks? Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Oh me, oh my, I'm innocent! Innocent, I tell you! Jesus.
That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the
quad. Doing his voice is very... It, like, reverberates everything in my freaking throat.
Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Therefore, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo?
Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." It's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?
Too much of a fledgling to know what's important to that one. In any case, both the mock trial and the actual case, Prof. Court was wearing a sweatshirt. Moving right along.
Hold it! There. Hey, wait a second! The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood are also the same.
That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So, let's keeping rocking it hard, just like that.
Interesting. This is an odd sequence. Like, I'm not used to a sequence set up quite like this.
Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad.
Okay, let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena.
It's called getting into character, forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket.
Right, let's see. Oh, yeah, then, Hugh said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there.
Nine, forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least.
Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice! Me! I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Euro Rocker said. Nope, only one person can have excitement here. It's a very strange trial. So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all.
When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon.
Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room.
An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be? I feel like she should have, like, a really crappy judge impression. She's like, an awl, you say? Well, what might that be?
It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested.
Gross! It's all bloodied up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? So many questions. We're running out of room here.
The murder weapon, like the murder, took place in the third-floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. But that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person. Or a body in it.
Funny Stuff says, I just wish she ran back and forth. That's what I wanted too. Back and forth from the judge's chair to the witness stand every time she changed characters. It's like, order! Order in the court! Mr. Judge!
The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. This is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say!
Objection!
A body drop from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
I think the rope's gonna come into play right here.
That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I just know that her hands were tied at one point, so.
A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma.
Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. If they ever make an anime adaptation of this game, they'd better do that. Yes.
Quite the crafty killer in an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad, where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound.
Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script. Yeah, well, that's good.
Were there any further arguments from the defense?
Nope, it seems like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Mariokiban says, wait, I thought we heard Clavier's voice during the mock. Am I remembering wrong? Yeah. Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, fallen judge. Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a sec. Even if this is just a mock trial or a mock trial, I don't want to declare Judy guilty. Well, too bad. A solid quiet 5 seconds of only her footsteps as she runs back and forth every time. That would be great. I feel like just for the sake of pacing, they'd have to like cut the scenes. Just all you'd see is just like the two angles. Maybe like for the first couple of them, you can see her run back and forth. But then for the rest of the angles, it's just her like rapidly dashing into frame and like putting on the judge's beard or something. Just like, I object. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two! That little run through the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. Yes, apparently Junie is guilty. Ach, done, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. It's almost like you have some kind of motive to get somebody in trouble. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Good day, Rock Magic Man. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating, too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. We also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Let's look what we have our work cut out for us. Yeah, looks like we have our work cut out for us. Okay. Derf. Okay, I guess now it's time for us to move to places. So, we got the hallway or the outdoor stage. I'm going to go with the hallway first. Okie dokie. October 24th. Themis Legal Academy. The one-floor hallway. Ah, Mr. Wright! Oh, there he is. Hey, guys. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. Okay, so we're just going to do illegal shit to try and cover it up? Sure. What do you mean the end justifies the means? Oh, he did say objection. We just missed it. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean and mean what I say by all means. Foolish fools. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junie would never even hurt her fly. Yeah. Jesus, that smile. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. Professor Memes. Gah. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. You never realized his badge actually has justice scales for the eyes and eyebrows. Yep. It's terrifying. It's like a Hellmaw. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're gonna take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I've even baffled Professor Corton, well, in court. No kidding! So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort.
She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it. Shadow Wolf. Oh my gosh, he does remind me of Von Karma just a little bit, solely based on what I've seen so far. I mean, he seems like a nice... Von Karma ain't exactly what I'm gunning for here, but I do feel like there's something really seedy about what he's talking about and where he's going. Oh, we'll see.
Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss this case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You two?
And when were you planning on telling me? Hello, Shara. Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one.
How wonderful! Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
Ha! That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come and see me at once.
What the hell are you doing and talking about? Let's hope it never comes to that. Again, are you gonna, like, pay someone off?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Or get the hell out of here. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating, and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please! All the info. Juicy gossip. About the dead person. Have you learned anything about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. Okay, again, I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of the mock trial here. I have not heard that, you know, so-and-so lost to so-and-so, but then again, I have not been paying any attention whatsoever. Because at the end of the day, both of them are going to have extremely high subscriber counts. Really? It don't matter. They're still on top. Yuri Lowenthal is a great voice actor, but he wasn't the right choice for Clavier. Oh, that's a shame. Anyways. The police are searching the art room, but whether they find anything, well... Well, what? Come to think of it, all the 9-year-olds are so disappointed. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? Nah, it's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... Nah, never mind. Yeah, what the heck were you talking about there? What other voices has, he done? I don't entirely know. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Alright, how about the rumor about the Academy? A lot? Oh, damn it. He's one of those guys. Where he's voiced everything under the sun. Okay. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. Most recently, Spider-Man. Ooh, cool. What iteration of Spider-Man? Was he in the Spider-Verse thing? The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. A lot. Can you explain, please? Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Are you heading off, Shara? Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Oh, the Spider-Man for PS4. That's cool. Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right? As long as those results come by fair and honest means. He's done Yosuke from Persona 4, Ben Tennyson from Ben 10, Sasuke from Naruto. Wow. That is quite a resume. Holy shit. 482 rolls. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, let's just go ahead and rattle all of them off. Can I set up a bot just so it constantly spams that for the next, 20 minutes? Derek Stiles from Trauma Center. Ooh, obscure. Oh, but what was it that Professor Mean said? The end justifies the means? Right. Again, this place seems to be haunted by demons. To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. I suppose now that that's the case, it's real easy to get your freaking badge back. He's one of the biggest dubbers. He's great, but his voice doesn't fit Clavier. Okay, I see. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Yes, everything is fine. Nothing is broken. While Clavier isn't technically German, he should have a silky smooth voice. Again, I'm kind of headcaning the idea that he's trying so desperately to do some kind of a German or French accent. And yet, no, he doesn't. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. He's a smart cookie, that one. Personally, you think he would have fit for either Phoenix, or if he did low register, Shilong Lang. Oh. Interesting. Anywho's, I think that about wraps up what I know. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Woods' script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. Oh boy, we're going to run into some nutcases, aren't we? Any hoopity derp. Let's see. I guess now it's time to go to... Well, we can go to the maintenance area. I'm going to go to the outdoor stage area first. October 24th. Themis Legal Academy. And it's the outdoor stage. Langsy says, butts. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Ooh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here it goes. Athena, watch where you're... What is this, Metal Gear now? Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Eek! Apollo! This box! There's... What now? There's someone or... Gulp. Something inside! What the heck's in the box? Don't let it be a snake! I think it will be a snake. Kept you waiting, huh? Please be someone we know and let it be silly. What? Oh dear. You morons just blew my cover! What the... There really is someone inside. That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course. Boy, you're going to be an amazing judge if that's the case. Jesus. Well, what's with the box? It's the fate of of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Very clever snake joke. Yeah, why would Apollo, like, think it was a snake in this circumstance, though? Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script, too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. In the GBA DS era, all the voice actors were translators. Yes, very profound. Scuttlebutt, best described as, like, a weirder, lot of heart. That's a judge, apparently. Great. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Again, I feel like this is some kind of crackpot type of person, but okay. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too. You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all about... Wait, all you know, for tomorrow's trial. You the people on the translation team did the voices for them. Oh, right, okay. I thought that was a lot more profound than it ended up being. Anyways, for tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm gonna take the stand, naturally. Oh, good! So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops! But you're right, it's me, so tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Wait a second. Miriam, repeat what you just said. A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? My bracelet is throbbing. I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. Cosplaying as the Blue Badger would work too. Just make a paper mache badger head and put it over a blue onesie. I suppose. You'd have to know all the moves, that's for sure. Okie dokie. Could you repeat what you just said, sir? He's taking the stand. Tomorrow. It might be his, like, fingers or something. I'm looking at his eye holes first. Though he's being pretty freaking sweaty. Tell me everything you know. For Juniper's sake. What do you mean by that, you dumbass? Okay, wasn't the hands... Let me... what about his hands? He's taking the stand. I wish there was a way to, like, skip through this. And, like, get fast-paced. I don't know if there is. One of his two hands, perhaps. Hello. What's that about? Gotcha. I can pause it and look around. Oh, okay. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. By pressing perceive. Oh, yeah, right. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? The freaking box. This is probably one of those things that would look really cool in 3D. I will not turn it on because that's a freaking gimmick. Okay, then, let me ask you this. Why are you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief for the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting, to editing, to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. Jesus. Crazy lady. Weirder lot of heart. Yes, yes.
An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial.
Why? It's like a mailbox. A living mailbox. Thanks, Miriam. You've revealed who you truly are. As someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind.
What? Are you questioning our friendship?
You like her a lot more than Lotta. Well, probably because, you know, she's not as obnoxious as Lotta would be. Box gimmick is less annoying than Southern. I don't know, I kind of like the Southern thing. Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. Extra edition of the school paper that covers the mock trial. An unceremonious cancellation. Interesting. What you're saying conflicts with this piece of... Which piece of... I mean, I feel like something to do with this paper, perhaps. They're two completely different papers.
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I published. What about it?
Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. Ah, yes, that's right. Ah, you're heading off, Wolf. Hey, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it a lot.
You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one.
I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already?
If you'd just given me the info you have... Stupid pawn. Jupiter's just using you.
Sucker. The quirkiness of Scuttlebutt is what makes you love him so much. True. All right. Let's have a chat about you. Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper. Is that right? Right. Let's look at the inhuman scum sitting in the box. That and you tend to love characters that other people hate most for some reason. Well, again, then Old Bag must be your favorite character of all time. You're not really friends with Juniper, are you?
No, duh. She's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra! The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president.
Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh?
I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm gonna tell him it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism.
The end justifies the means. Wait a second. Hey, we've heard that before. No joke, you actually really like Old Bag. I don't like her, especially her voice. Especially since I just over-exaggerate the hell out of it. Kat says, is it sad that you searched Phoenix Wright because you watched the anime version last night? Nah, I'd say that's fine. I haven't actually seen the anime version yet. I heard that the first round of the Phoenix Wright games was made anime, and then the second round was announced, but I don't know if it's out yet. Yeah, Mario Pokemon in the chat's like, is Season 2 out? I have no freaking clue. Because I haven't seen any of it. Anyways.
In this dark age of the law, many of us embrace Professor Means' method, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over the campus.
This person's creepy.
Secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser.
Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? I forget. In Canada, aren't you allowed to have, like, a set of surveillance up on... Well, maybe it's supposed to be on your property or something. I don't know. I know in Canada, as long as, like, one party knows that it's, like, recording a secret recording, it's legal. Despite the fact that the person that could know that the recording is happening could be the person recording it. Just, like, it's a little broken. The fact they're so difficult to deal with is what makes you laugh. I guess. Frustrating, assholish people. Yeah, this is the 5th game. Anyways,
And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room.
you put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? I have many other questions aside from what did it record, but okay.
You want to know? You really want to know?
Yes, please! That's so nice of you to...
Like I really tell you now, the big scoop comes out in court tomorrow.
You're so mean, Miriam.
According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the 3 of them.
Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure? Again, what is with this silly gossip?
Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends.
Used to be. They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. God, that word is completely ruined for me now that it's like my main, like one of my main uses of communication. Troll voice. Anal fissures.
You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable.
Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy?
How could you possibly understand? You're new around here.
Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out the dark and into the light?
No, it's safe in here. I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll really realize how guilty Juniper Words really is.
What a freaking worm. We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Neither do I. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Jesus. Yeah, let's go ahead and just walk away from this. The cat's saving up money to get a PSN card so she can get it. That's cool. All 6 games are on 3DS eShop. Yes. I know, and it's very convenient. Okie dokie, so there's one more place, and it's a maintenance area. What kind of clowns we're going to run into here? October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. Maintenance area. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said, the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Right, and then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. Well, there they are in the garage, and also a cat! You see the cat? Kitty! And then... well, there's someone else here. What? Hey, it's Robin! What? You scared the crud out of me! Yikes, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so I can become strong enough to save Juniper! I'm so worked up! My training brace is almost breaking at the seams! Oh, right. The girl you, got arrested. So you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. You notice how I'm giving him, a really pathetic voice? I don't buy it at all. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much! If at all possible, that is! The way that Mia died was weird, though. Yeah, it was strange. I think it's a little bit stranger how, the fact that we still have spirits roaming around and helping us, and they have gigantic boobs. Oh, the way she died in the anime? I don't know how that happened, so don't spoil, please. Now you're a man! A man! Not at all possible by the sound of it. You think it's the same, Mario? Right. The Thinker statue. Yeah. I mean, it's Phoenix Wright. What murders are normal in this freaking game? So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer?
No problem. Ask away. Keep 'em coming, man.
Ouch, my ears ache already. I don't want to talk to this guy. Okay. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself?
You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club.
Fine Arts Club? Looks like it's broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Arts Club had made them. Oh dear, did you do that? How to ruin Ace Attorney. Imagine the thinker statue replaced with a stone thinking emoji. Jesus.
2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illusion, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo fallen. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste.
Ah, yes, Phoenix is Studley in a very, awkward sort of way. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did! Both of them! Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man!
Must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that.
Nah, I couldn't face Professor Cord if I let something like that get me down.
What do you mean?
Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results.
Yes, I am totally on you guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so what do you have to say about the murder?
Ah, man! Why'd I have to take the prosecutor's course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Junior from studying to be a prosecutor?
Damn it. Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name, you'll see.
The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law. We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man.
Wow, you guys swore to do that?
But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it.
School rule? Which one?
Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid, holier-than-thou school!
Wait a minute. Tough legal academy, with even tougher rules. Junie'll never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. Yeah, I was stuck there for a second, because I'm like, wait, which one of them has been convicted for a thing? Oh, Juniper, I thought one of you assholes had, like, some crime in the background. The anime adaptation isn't good since there are games. The anime spoils how things are done, so there's no surprises, and the animation is subpar. That's a shame. Pretty funny because of the exaggerated objections. I mean, if they weren't exaggerated, like, what kind of a Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney type of anime would it be? Okay, sir, I don't really want to talk to this guy anymore. But is there anything else I could possibly show this guy? Probably not. Anything upstairs? I suppose I can, like, look around now, probably. Or not. Oh, no, I can't. I can't actually look around. I wanted to look at the cat. White has hilarious English. Here, let's just show you my attorney's badge for no reason.
Whoa! Check out your badge!
What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome! If the plating ever starts to peel or gets all bent up, let me fix it for you!
Really? Thanks.
No problemo! I'll have some Primo clay and glaze at the ready just in case.
Wait, what does clay have to do with my badge? Modeling clay, man. It'll dry, and then he can, like, sculpt it back together. Although I have a feeling that it's probably not good for the badge. I think you could just get a new one. Okay, I'm a little bit lost. What the heck was I doing here? Because clearly I was supposed to do something with this crazy bastard. Let me take a look at my notes. I haven't checked my notes in a while. Oh, search the entire campus. That was it. I mean, I kind of have and I kind of am. Though, I don't think I can... Can I go anywhere else after this? I don't think so. Let me... Oh, no. Although I do need to do that at some point. Let me take a look at these things real quick. So this was all the stuff about the badge. Junie will never become a judge. If you fail, 3 of them will never realize the dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Well, there's all that stuff. I'm not entirely sure what the next part would be. I feel like maybe I need to move to a different location. To go and have like a chat with some people. Because I can't seem to go into the maintenance hall. And I need to move this asshole somehow. No, I don't want to talk with you. Let's go to the lecture hall. Why not? Ah, there we go. October 24th. Themis Legal Academy. The lecture hall on the 3rd floor. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh. Right, kind of a lower register, reasonable voice. Good. After all that shouting. Anyway. It's kind of weird to think that Phoenix would be, like, over 30. Oh, it's you two. You want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Let me just throw the book at her. Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it. OMG, he's too old for you now. Oh, that's unfortunate. But... Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two. Just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some Discord and Hugh's voice. Again, we gotta have a talk about this Discord thing. Funny Stuff says, I still have no idea what that purple stick he carries is. I'm just gonna say it's a rolled up purple carpet because that's funny. Same here. I'm just like, is that supposed to be some kind of a shielded sword of some kind? Like, or... I can't see anything, like, in law. Maybe it's some tapestry that's supposed to be hanging from a wall. I don't know. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little about yourself? Or maybe since he's Hugh, maybe that's the bag for a gigantic paintbrush. Whatever. I'm 6'1" and under this uniform. I'm 100% lean muscle. Shut up! I'm not looking for that kind of information. My grades are outstanding and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say. I never miss my mark. Hey, look, everybody, it's a red herring. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. How can you even say that with a straight face? Lean muscle. Ah! Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But, as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. You forgot he mentioned his archery this early. Yeah, again, I feel like this is one of those, hey, look, he does the archery stuff. He's clearly the killer. Or actually, no, maybe it's going to, like, twist back because, well, the actual murder weapon is supposedly, you know, a shiv in the art room or, like, whatever the heck that thing is called. It's got a more, you know, artsy name. But, like, what if that is actually the real cover-up and the actual murder had something to do with the arrow? Oh. Mind blown. Anyway. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin.
There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory.
Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Yeah, that's kinda important, and we don't know anything about it. Dudeski! That doesn't look like it would be his bow. I mean, bows are pretty freaking big, so let's be fair here, yeah. Like, if you got a big enough bow, like, I've seen some that, like, get up to your freaking waist, and that's just a standard one. If this crazy bastard decided to have, like, a very, like, major bow.
Anyway, right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall.
Oh, hey. This again. Hold on.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right. There was an announcement, and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door.
Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment.
Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows.
Ugh. It's like we're in lockers. Why can't the case be purple? What if it was purple? Why is it blue? Why not?
The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back towards the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when you saw the body? No windows. That sounds fishy. No, we only work with Max, sir. Since she hasn't seen him, I think you should show Kitty Clavier's profile. Later.
Right, it was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if I hadn't been for that.
Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Where'd you get that?
So, this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
You really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Hey, I mean, you don't know about guys, man. Sometimes that's a really important thing. It's a scumbaggish important thing, but I guess an important thing nonetheless. Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial.
Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence.
Shut your face. You haven't even graduated yet. Okay, Athena, what's next? Well, I think I've talked to everyone who's somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation.
Oh, wait. We haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
let's head over to the detention center. Well, hopefully they'll be done interrogating her. Okay, I feel like we're kind of reaching the end of the chapter here. There, it's up here. Right, I hope she has a very cushy cell. October 24th, detention center, visitor's room. Yeah, sorry, madam.
Thena, thank you so much for coming.
She called me Thena, like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Or she's been through so much shock that she's reverting to, like, a small age. Junie, that crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here?
We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I.
Nothing we haven't heard already so far.
However...
Yes? What is it, Hey, chill out. Let her speak.
Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me.
I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me.
She wants to say friends, but both the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Ah, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. I don't. I never wanted to be a part of any high school drama. I did not care. I knew very early on, it's like, none of this matters, does it? Right. We're all going to go out to our retail jobs, and, you know, that'll be the end of it.
And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back.
Oh, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. Kat says, me with my friends right now. That's about right. I'm not saying be a complete shut-in and, like, you know, block yourself off from anything and everything. Just, you know, if someone tries to stir up confrontation, just bring it up just like, yeah, that don't really matter in the long run. So, you go ahead and just say whatever you want. I've always believed that, like, when it comes to stuff like that, it's a lot... Unfortunately, you can't really do much about gossip and things like that. It's gonna spread, but... And I know a lot of people that were in high school that ended up having gossip shared about with them. There's not much that you can really do about it aside from the people who actually do care about you. They'll care about you, and they'll listen to you. You know, they're not gonna listen to anything that somebody else says. The people that actually believe you through the entirety of stupid high school gossip, they're actual friends. You know?
That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh?
Well, thanks for following me on Twitch. I appreciate it. You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. Alright. Yeah, let's talk about that owl. Every time I see owl, I think owl. What? I was wondering about that awl you had on you when you were arrested. Right. Was it a prop, or did it actually have blood on you? I feel like somebody did like a switcheroo if that thing actually has blood on it. Detective Fulbright, we found... Oh, wait. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crowd. Just wait. Like I said, I think a switcheroo happened.
Still, that blood red color on the awl bothers me.
Was it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but...
It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday.
It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl with with what looked like blood on it.
A key and an owl?
Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so...
The awl suddenly showed up on the day of the trial with what looked like blood on it? I have a really bad feeling about it. You and me both. Me too, but let's not jump the gun on this. We just hear, like, you know, some information about the scans of the blood on the device, and we just hear some guards outside just like, it has what on it? It's like, oh no. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her?
Yes, I left school at around 6 o'clock p.m.
Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me.
We'll do everything we can to prove your innocence tomorrow.
I know. And I believe in you, Athena. Well, I should go now. Bye.
At least she's smiling. That's good. Maybe she is a tiny bit less nervous than she used to be. Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The Junie I knew was always like that. A little weak and sickly.
But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still. What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts.
Again, freaking stop using the word discord. I cannot take it seriously. Seriously? No, not seriously.
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken.
There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there? Again, was this all some kind of symbiotic thing where it's just like, well, you guys will help me get what I want? Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were the only similarities they shared.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the script and this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did.
Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win.
Well, that means we have to be really, really good and point out a contradiction so amazing it blows this entire case up. I'm just trying to think. It's almost like we're writing some kind of like fan fiction for the ending portion of the story.
Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine.
Is he? I don't know. I guess he's been cool-headed up to this point. To be continued. I think this is a pretty good time to save the game and call it for the night. There we go. And then, the next time that I stream this, I'll be jumping into the trial proper. So yes, I guess we're going to stop ourselves out here. So, thanks everybody who popped into the chat to watch me do the game. I appreciate it a lot. Although there were a lot of screamy freaking voices. I don't know if you could tell, but like, my throat is just a little bit wrecked. Just a tiny bit. Not ridiculously, but enough. But anyway, that'll do it. I am a little bit backed up on uploading the VODs to the YouTube channel, but once I get some time and I get around to doing that, I'm going to be uploading it to the YouTube channel. So if you ever want to take a look at this after it's done. I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting. I can't believe Bitby is pecking dead. I am not. I am right here. I haven't gone anywhere yet. Anyway, I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Sunday, I was thinking about doing Smash again, just because I haven't done it in a while. And, I mean, I just recently played some Smash with my brothers, and oh my god, I have missed it so much. I really badly want to jump back in and do some of that. So, yeah, I guess if you've got a copy of Smash and you're interested in playing that, I'll probably be doing some online stuff, so take a look at that. Some other games that I have lined up. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for Wednesday. I know there's a lot of Hat in Time mods that have been released for the for that Discord challenge that was done, and I have not covered any of them. And like I am itching because everyone else has covered them and I haven't. So I might do that next Wednesday. I'm not sure. It's going to come down to what I feel like doing, but we'll see. Again, I've been doing these Phoenix Wright like blind playthroughs because it took the longest time for me to finally jump on board with playing them. Some other stuff. I've done like random roguelikes. I did that one VR stream. VR is freaking fun, at least for me on my end. I don't know how fun it is to watch somebody just flailing around in the VR with a VR headset on. Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see the announcement that Steam is making their own VR headset? Not the HTC Vive, but like an actual Steam VR headset. That's weird. I kind of did not expect that. But then again, I knew it wasn't some kind of mutual agreement, the Vive. It was just, well, like I said, a symbiotic relationship between two companies. So yeah, VR. What else? I think that's about all that I need to talk about here. So again, I am going to head off. Thanks for coming out. See you next time.